Today I want to talk about one of the most nostalgic Backrooms levels in all of the lore. It's level 117, aka Math Class, and I covered it on the channel a little over 4.5 years ago. And I just could not pass up the opportunity to recover it this year for Backrooms since I'm going through the levels in order. It's one of my all-time favorite levels, and I hope you're excited to see it again, because let me tell you, it is genuinely one of my favorites of all time. And leave a like if you want to see me recover or re-explain more of these old Backrooms levels that I've already done. And without further ado, let's get into the explanation of level 117, and let's see what happened to this level over the last 4 years. Now, before we start, I do want to say that obviously this is not the modern day level 117. The actual level 117 as of 2025 December, it is Isabel's Gorge. That's the name of the level, and it honestly looks awesome. I'm probably going to cover that level at some point, but just because today is such a nostalgic day, I really wanted to talk about the old level 117. This level was archived over 3 years ago, but I want to bring it back from the grave, and I want to talk about it here and hopefully shed light to the new people in the fandom. Maybe they didn't know about it. This is the OG level of level 117. But with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into the explanation. Backrooms level 117, also known as Math Class, has been given a Class 4 survival difficulty rating for being unsafe, not secure, and the home of various entities that you probably wouldn't want to encounter. The level consists of what appears to be an infinite number of connected rooms and hallways that resemble classrooms from real life. Each of these different areas looks very similar in design, but they all have the slightest alterations between them. Like one classroom might have something written on the chalkboard, and the others might have chairs on the desks or different colored chairs. One might be dark, one might be full of decorations, one might be a kindergarten classroom. It just depends on how far you walk through the different sequence of rooms, and that'll change wherever you go. The lights in these various classrooms and in the level as a whole are exactly like the ones you probably had in your school building from real life. They're these long halogen lights, and they give a dull brightness to most parts of the level, but they are completely burnt out in other parts, leaving some of the level in pitch black. The day and night cycle of level 117 is strange too. It's not the usual 24-hour cycle that we have. This one is 18 hours in length, and 7 of those are daytime, while 11 of them are nighttime. The way you're going to be able to tell when it is nighttime is that the lights in the whole level will turn off the second it happens. See, an interesting thing about this level is that you cannot see outside. The windows, they lead to nothing. It's just pitch blackness out there. So there's no sun or moon or anything to indicate time. The only way you can tell what time it is, like I said, when the lights switch off. That's how you're going to start the 11 hours of darkness. And that means it's nighttime. When this nighttime shift happens, those lights flicker off. This is when the janitor entities will begin to start roaming the halls and the different rooms of this level, and as well as a few other entities like Smilers. But perhaps the most famous entity from this level is known as Mr. Freeman. Again, if you're an OG, you definitely remember Mr. Freeman, but I'm going to go ahead and explain all 3 of those entities that I just talked about right now. Mr. Freeman can rarely be seen during the daytime hours of this level inside of various classrooms. What he's doing in these classrooms is he's teaching courses. He's talking about algebra and geometry, and although his classrooms are completely empty, he's literally teaching to no one, he looks like he's loving it. He has a great time. He's very exuberant talking about math. Physically, he appears to be a balding, scholarly man of average height and weight with round glasses and a suit on. He seems to really love what he does. He loves talking about mathematics, and he's always giving these speeches and these lectures about it. He's friendly and sociable with wanderers, and he's very good at conversating. He loves talking to people, and oftentimes, if you do find him, he'll be happy to let you sit down in his class and listen to whatever he's teaching. However, he does not like being interrupted, so do not interrupt his lecture, or we don't know what's gonna happen, but he just doesn't like it. Mr. Freeman is one of those classic entities that probably some of you didn't know existed, but the real ones, the OGs, the old heads in the community, they remember Mr. Freeman. The next sort of entity in this level are called janitors, and these are very level specific here. They are the most common type of entity you're going to encounter, and they look to be a shadowy humanoid figure wearing navy blue. They carry flashlights and brooms and trash cans and other janitorial supplies sometimes, and they are just that. They look to be janitors. They don't really react if you walk past them or look at them, but if you get in their way or you get too close, what they'll do is they'll kind of expand their shadowy body and engulf you inside of them, essentially consuming you. Now, it's unknown what happens if somebody gets engulfed by a janitor here, if they live or die or what, we have no idea. But we do know that after it happens, the entities just go right back to cleaning and monitoring the level. So just for being smart, you probably shouldn't go wandering around the level at nighttime because that's when the janitors come out. They start arriving the seconds the lights flick off. When the lights do flick off and you're inside of a classroom or hallway, you need to find a classroom itself, you need to shut the door, and you need to sleep under a desk or in a closet or something to get you away from a possible janitor attack or a smiler attack. Smilers are also, of course, common in this level because some parts of it are dark and it all gets dark at nighttime, and that's of course when smilers come out too. Just be smart with it, use flashlights to scare them away, and you should be okay. This level is actually pretty claustrophobic to many people who have been here. The windows that would normally look outside of a real classroom, they don't lead anywhere, it's just a void and blank. And the monotony of the entire place just being different rooms, slightly, ever so slightly changed over and over. It's been known to cause people insanity for those that aren't used to it, and it might not be nice to be trapped inside of a school until you can escape. It might not be very fun. But if you want to enter this level and you want to go back to these classrooms and experience this nostalgic level, you can do so back on level 83 by walking into a classroom in a school there. To exit, you can go through the different classrooms until you find a specific one that has a cabinet with a calculator labeled cabinet. If you find the calculator cabinet, you can open it up and you can no-clip through it and you'll be sent to level 4. Now, it's also rumored that no-clipping through a wall here might take you to level -190, but I wouldn't do that if I were you because level -190 is not very safe, but I'll leave it up to you. Level 117 is truly one of those fan favorite levels for many people in the Backrooms fandom. It's a cult classic. It's cozy but terrifying and lonely. It's dreadful at the same time it is relaxing. It's very strange, but that's what makes a good level. You have to have a mix of the good vibes and the scariness and the horror and the loneliness. It's got to be this perfect blend, this perfect mixture, and that's what I love about level 117. You're just walking through different classrooms. They're empty, there's nobody there but you, and maybe Mr. Freeman. And walking around them, you see different school supplies, you get this trip down memory lane because you used to be in schools that look just like this, and you're trapped with nothing but your wits and your own knowledge to keep you alive. But I think it's safe to say that even though level 117 is gone, even though it's no longer a part of the official lore, it still remains inside of our headcanon. It's a fan favorite, the people's champion, and I really hope you enjoyed my explanation of it 5 years later almost. It's been like 4 years and a few months since I talked about it first, and I just love going back and talking about these older levels. Again, if you do want me to go over more old levels that have been deleted, I'll do it. Just leave a like and it can be our little secret. I know some people probably won't like that, but I do, and if you do, I'll make it as well. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy this explanation, like I said, please do drop a like on the video. It really helps me out. If you want more content from me, check out Spoogly, check out my Instagram and TikTok as well. And I hope you had a great day, and I really do hope you're enjoying Broogmas. It's almost over by now, but it's been a great year so far, and I hope you're excited for Christmas. Thank you for everything you do. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. With all that said, I'll see you in the next video on any of my channels, any of my platforms. I'll see you there.